Hello there, welcome to Krystal Gamer's latest unboxing of ROCCAT's newest product. So at the time of this unboxing, this is not out yet, so there's certain things I won't be able to actually know, like how the software works. But this is it. This is the ROCCAT Kone XP. Apparently this is a highly awaited mouse. It's kind of a funny little story. I first found out about this mouse on a Reddit looking for mouse leaks. And people were really excited about it, like, ooh, the newest Kone, I'm so excited. So apparently these have quite the following. And their previous Kone Amo, I think it was called, was really highly regarded mouse. So, hey, I'm excited to check this out with you guys. So let's go ahead and take the sleeve off. And what we have here is, let's see, you can see the Kone XP right there. 29 button functions, which is, as always, exaggerated, but it's got a bunch of buttons. 3-dimensional RGB lighting for the next level of immersion. Ergonomic 3D lighting gaming mouse says on the bottom. And that's it. All right, on this side, it talks about the Titan optical switches, the heat-treated PTFE glides, and the Phantom Flex cable, which if it's anything like the cable that came with this mouse, I have to agree they're pretty great. It also talks about more on the sides, 19 LEDs, 8 light guides, so it's a lot of lighting. 100 million click life cycle, which is pretty great. 16.8 million RGBA lighting, 16.8 million colors, and a 19,000 DPI Owl-Eye sensor, which I believe is the same one as this. All right. What also says it has onboard memory, which is really important. I'll explain why in a minute. Let's see what else it says in the back. It says iconic cone shape. The iconic cone shape loved by gamers the world over, featuring the multi-button thumb area for added comfort and convenience while gaming. 3-dimensional lighting, which you can see here, is experience immersion like never before with 19 LEDs and 8 light diffusing guides diffusing RGB illumination through a translucent shell, and a Krystal 4D wheel. With a satisfying tactile feel, the Krystal wheel is fast and responsive and has expanded functionality with left and right lateral clicks, which this mouse does not have. And let's see what else it says on the bottom. System requirements, Windows is supported for software. I'm assuming it works on other machines, operating systems. Extra set of mouse feet. That's cool, actually. A quick start guide, and of course the mouse itself. This is the black one. So they sent me the white one last time. So I got the black one. Gotta love that. And on the top, it talks about the cable again. ROCCAT Easy Shift Plus, AMO Intelligent Lighting Engine, which my son loves, and the ROCCAT Krystal 4D wheel. So, all right, let's go get this thing open. So let's see what we got here. Can I be trusted to handle sharp objects? This is not a given. All right, I managed to cut that side without cutting myself. Let's go for round number 2. Okay, and that's been detached, and we'll get the bottom as well because it's probably the easiest anyway. See, I've learned good knife discipline after hurting myself once. Okay, so what do we got here? Let's go ahead and pop this guy back. Of course, I had to drop it. It's almost like Linus lives here. All right, and we've got this here. Let's pull this out of the tab. There we go. Let's see. Go ahead and open this, and a mouse emerges. Okay, so let's see which way to open this, causing the least amount of damage. All right, so we got the cable on the underside of the packaging, and it looks like the mouse is actually there as well. So I want to hold this down as I pull this out. Okay. So in this box is empty box and empty blank piece of cardboard, which I put back in the empty box. Okay, so here we've got the quick start guide, Kone XP, and I just dropped the mouse. I'm on a roll today. And we've got the extra set of feet, which is really cool. Take a good look at that. Really neat, huh? All right, and then container. So I'll put that over here. And then the great old mouse itself. So here we've got, here's all the buttons on the top, which we've got the wheel, First impressions of the wheel. Oh, that's nice. Very positive first impressions of that wheel. All right, and we've got a button here, which has a good click feel to it. Interesting, actually. It must be mechanical. We've got these two here. These on the side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one on the bottom. Okay, this one on the bottom says plus. The icon right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm assuming that's meant to be the profile shift, though I have to admit that it's a weird spot for a profile shift. And the reason I say that is because let's say you want to, well, if it's a hold and shift, it only works for the top buttons because you can't use these 4 ones right here on the side while you're holding down the button. You see that? It's impossible. So I can do these with it. I could press this. So if you made this the profile shift, then you could possibly hold these buttons or push the bottom one, but then you'd be limited on, so I don't know, it's interesting. I guess we'll have to figure that out as we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the bottom. So let's see here, we've got, just want to make sure, show you the bottom. We've got the feet here. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it says remove. I wonder if they learned from last time. So when I first got this guy, it had blue covering, but it did not say remove on the stickers. And I wasn't sure if I was supposed to remove it or not. I have since learned that I'm supposed to remove it, but that was something I had to learn the hard way. So yeah, I guess we'll have to remove that before this video is over. But even without that, it glides pretty well. And then here's the cable. It's a nice, very soft fabric covering with a nice rubber cable tie management. I always appreciate that ROCCAT puts the mouse logo icon on their cables and the ROCCAT logo on the back. But this is more useful than you think. When you have a bunch of stuff plugged into each other and on a USB hub, sometimes you really want to know which one's the mouse and the keyboard. So that's really nice. Oh, one thing I didn't notice before, we've got the embossed ROCCAT here with the wording ROCCAT right there. Initial impressions on just how the clicks feel is pretty positive. This kind of plastic is, because it's translucent, it kind of has a, well, translucent plastic texture. It's one of those things that you either like it or not. It's very smooth. Not everybody likes the feel of that kind of plastic, but it's smooth. And I guess one thing that's worth noting is it is noticeably heavier than the Kone Pro. Now these were advertised for their lightness. That's probably one of the reasons why they have so few buttons, is because they're so light. Whereas this one is more of a normal weight mouse. Still not super heavy, but it's definitely heavier than that one. The full review, I'll make sure to remember to weigh it on the scale. So here's the quick start guide. We've got all the different buttons here. Default button assignment. Okay, so this is the profile button on the default. This guy right here, that does make sense. Easy shift is 14, which is this guy down here. So we'll have to see how that works. Interesting defaults. They're actually pretty intelligent. So I'll show you guys this page. I don't know if you'll be able to read it. Yeah, see, I don't know how you guys gonna be able to read that. But basically, okay, autofocus works. Cool. All right, so left, right, universal scroll, which is interesting. Tilt left, tilt right, scroll up, scroll down. Okay, I think I know what universal scroll means. I don't know. Oh, push in, maybe. I don't know. And then R and G are 8 and 9, and forward and back are 10 and 11. R and G, so I guess grenade and reload. I guess that makes sense. And then DPI up, down are these two on the front. Okay, that makes sense as well. And then easy shift is this guy. And then once you press easy shift, these become 1 through 6. These become volume up and down. Next track, previous track is some of the mouse tilts. That's cute. Multimedia play, pause is click. That's interesting. Now the real question is how am I going? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is for Yeah, these right here. How am I going to do that? Am I have to go like this, or can I just press it and not hold it? That's the real question, is how is that going to work? So I'm going to have to play with that. And that may be something we experiment with, because since those are defaults with no driver installed, we should be able to find out how they work even without the drivers. And I honestly don't know if the drivers are released yet. Don't know at the time of this filming, because this filming is almost a full month before release of this mouse. So sometimes the drivers aren't out yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and my little computer, it's right here. I thought it was turned on, but I guess not. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and so you can see what it looks like. And you always want to know how the RGB is, right? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and let's see how long this cable is together. We are looking at around 6 feet, just almost exactly 6 feet. Which I don't know. I don't know if that's a standard length or not. Honestly, you can always extend USB cords, but I haven't really paid attention to that before. But that's about how long it is, because I'm just over 6 feet, and your arm span is approximately equivalent to your height. A little piece of trivia for you today. And let me go ahead and log into my little laptop here, and then I'm going to just pop open a notepad and see what all these buttons do. All right. So let's go ahead and, all right, let me go ahead and plug this guy in. Okay, I don't know if you caught that on video, but now it is looking, oh, it's swirling colors. You see that? So they're definitely putting those LEDs to use. Oh, and when I push the easy shift button, it changes colors. You see that? So right now it's swirling through all the different rainbow colors. I hold it down and it goes to just blue, and profile shift button changes the color to white. Actually, it's just a different lighting mode. It's just different fade. And then this one's red at the moment, and it still shifts to different colors. It just resets the, okay, cool. All right, and then this button. All right, cool, neat. All right, well, let's go ahead and see what this does. Yeah, it seems like a pretty decent mouse. Let's see, how do I change the DPI? Like that, yeah. All right, let me pop open Notepad and see if I can figure out how these buttons work. So, yep, RNG is indeed what it is. Yeah. Remember when I said, how am I supposed to hold these down, this easy shift down, and to make it into the ones, into the numbers? Yeah. That problem still exists. I like that it gives you the options to do some cool stuff, holding it down, but I can't figure out a way to hold down easy shift and to use these 4 buttons right here where my thumb is. This is unfortunately an oversight, and I just, so I think the better solution is just to treat it as a 7th button, or make the profile switch button, which really should be a profile switch button, to make that do other things, you know, like maybe, I don't know, that's a real head scratcher. But otherwise, it's a pretty nice mouse, and you can always just not use it as easy shift. You could always just use it as something else, you know. It'd be a great sniper button. Like, let's say you wanted a single button to change DPI. This could be great for that. Really good. If maybe there's a way to make it an easy shift toggle, or, you know, another way would be if you had a ROCCAT keyboard. Those have easy shift, right? They're all part of the ecosystem, and then you could press the easy shift button on your ROCCAT keyboard and have that operate instead of this mouse button. I don't know if that would work with onboard memory. I doubt it. Or if you're on a laptop, like I am at the moment, you can't use it with a laptop, right? But that is a possibility. So I'll have to play with that. But first impressions, it glides smoothly. I still haven't taken the feet off, so it doesn't even glide as smoothly as it should. Let me go ahead and do that. You guys get to watch me take the feet off here. If I can figure out how to do it. There we go. There we go. There's the first one. And the ring in the middle. Without touching the laser sensor. Or it's actually an optical sensor. Laser came in style and then went out of style just as, you know, even faster. I can explain it why someday if you really want to know. Basically, optical sensors are less sensitive, or they have a better height. They can handle speed better than laser sensors can. Laser sensors are almost too sensitive to differences in the surface. Whereas optical sensors are less and more sensitive. All right, ooh, yeah, that's nice. There we go. That feels great. Okay. All right. I guess that's it. This is so far, first impression is a really nice mouse. The black looks sharp. Here's the size compared to the Kone Pro, if you want to see that. They're very similar in size. This mouse has been extremely comfortable to use. I've been using other mice that are more expensive than this one. And then I got this one, and this is so comfortable for work and just general use. I just fell in love with it because it's so light. This guy was a little bit heavier, but still feels really good. And I think I'm going to enjoy using it for sure. And all right, well, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching this unboxing of ROCCAT's latest Kone Pro XP, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, and God bless you.